What's up, guys? Welcome back to JodabeniTV. This is another amazing day to get after it. And we're going to be better today than we were yesterday. And for today's video, we're going to be looking at the overview of my trials that I went to Minnesota United second team for the MLS Next Pro. And today's video, we're going to be looking at the end results of the whole trial. Today's sponsor is actually going to be Orange Football Network app. And on their app, they have professional coaches all around the world that share tips and tricks and advices to players who are aspiring to become professional. Currently, the app is only on iOS, but they're going to be coming out with the Android version soon. So by all means, go ahead and check out their app and you may learn something new that will help you massively in your game. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Jodabeni, and pretty much a lot of my subscribers have subscribed because they're following me on the journey for me to sign my professional contract. And early this year in 2022, Minnesota United 2 was hosting invitational trial that I got invited to, which was in Minnesota. So I went there. It was about 3 or 4 day trial, and once the trial ended, they pretty much showed us, you know, have fun, go home, and we're gonna let you guys know what we're gonna be bringing back. So now time has passed, and I know sometimes when I upload or even on my Instagram, people will be asking, hey, what's the results with Minnesota United? What's the results? We're curious to know, have they signed you? Did they bring you back into preseason? And I'm glad a lot of you guys are vouching for me to be signed by Minnesota United. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to if the head coach is gonna sign me or not. So currently, I believe the MLS Next Pro window is much wider. So I think they can still sign players all the way into May. And I don't know if Coach Cameron is gonna give me a call and tell me he needs me in May. Who knows, maybe he will, maybe he won't. So that's always an option there. But going into the summer, I'm already planning for what's coming next. But I know there could be a chance that Coach Cameron can give me a call. So I'm consistently staying fit, training, you know, just on the money. So if any coach calls me, you know, I'm there, like fully fit. I don't want to show up whenever they finally give you a chance and then you're like unfit, you're slow, your touch is heavy, and you end up getting cut after getting a perfect opportunity. So a few days ago, Minnesota United actually released an article regarding their second team, and it was pretty much an interview with their head coach, Coach Cameron. In this interview, they pretty much asked them a bunch of different questions, and then it came down to about the open trials and about the invitational trials that they had people come in, how many people that they signed. And according to what Coach Cameron said, so far from everybody that came to the invitational, so there was like around 86 players, and he said he signed one player and invited another player into preseason. And in this article, they try to put emphasis on those who are local to try to build a community fan base. You know, you have community players that are representing their team. But I'm not too sure who it is that got signed from the invitationals. But you know, as of right now, there's only 8 signed players on their professional contract, and everybody else is still there training and trying out. And then at the same time, with these matches, they're bringing players down from the first team to play with the second team. So I feel like after they start balancing everything out and seeing how everything is going, then who knows? Maybe Coach Cameron may give me a call and I'll be on the next flight to Minnesota United. I don't know. Only God knows. Usually, when you sign your first professional contract, you usually don't know where it's going to be at or how is it going to happen. And that's where you just got to have faith and you got to keep moving forward. So something cool that happened after the trial actually was, you remember in the video towards the end of the last video, if you haven't checked it out, be sure to check it out. But Daniel De Leon, the one I interviewed at the end of the Minnesota United trials, so he actually ended up signing a professional contract with a different MLS Next Pro team. So after we finished our trials in January with Minnesota United, he actually ended up going on a second trial with the Red Bulls 2 team. And he actually ended up getting signed. So, you know, even though he didn't know the end result of what was going to happen with Minnesota United 2, he kept pushing. He went to the next initiative and got a chance to trial for the New York Red Bulls second team. And if he would have never kept pushing forward, maybe he would have never signed with them. But the fact that he did, he got there, the coaches liked him, and today he is officially signed. So seeing things like that really is motivating, because even though Minnesota United didn't have a spot for him, doesn't mean that another team doesn't have a spot for you. And that's something we can all learn from. So like moving forward, if you're going to be trying out, or if I'm going to be trying out for specific teams, I also want to try my best to have a second team lined up after, because the more teams you try out for, the higher your odds of signing one. You try for 100 teams, there's a higher chance of you signing for one. I know it takes a lot of money to go to all these trials, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So as of right now, Minnesota United 2 has signed a total of 8 players. I know they have first team players are gonna be coming down to the second team to play matches, those who don't see the pitch at all. And you know, at the end of everything, whenever the coach and the team and everything is finally put together, the puzzle pieces, who knows, there may be a missing puzzle piece somewhere, and there may still be looking for players to place into the team. So there's still an option, and it would be cool to play with Minnesota United. I mean, I would love it, you know, who wouldn't? But it all comes down to the coaches, if they want to invite me back. I know I've already reached out to Coach Cameron, so I hope he still knows I exist, and I just pray for the best. If it's God's will, it's gonna happen. If it's not His will, it's not gonna happen. And you know, everything happens for a reason. So you can't feel depressed because you can't play on one team. You just keep doing what's in your power, moving forward, and who knows, God's gonna open another path somewhere else down the line. So thank you guys for watching this video, and let me know in the comment section down below what MLS Next Pro team you think is going to be the best one for 2022. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. JodabeniTV is out.
Oh babe, you might just make me go crazy. Thinking about you like all day. I'ma need you like always.